Greetings, one and all. I'm Kerrik52. Today's the cleanup episode. So let's go grab some gems, starting with this one.
What have I got?
Now, I actually forgot the purple gem existed because you have to backtrack for it. But it's easy enough to pick up. Also, fun fact, there is supposed to be a skybox here, but the darkness flag of the level overwrites it. You're gonna see this screen a lot, by the way. And now we can backtrack for real. I suppose it's a time to reflect on the journey, but I'll try to cut down the faffing about for your sake. Still, I feel like we can survive going through jungle rollers. From the start at least, it's nice and short. And compared to what we've been up to the last few episodes, this is a nice and relaxing breather. Totally meant to do that. I joked about the parry last time. Does that also count as a parry, or am I just sick in the head?
What have I got?
And here we go. That's all she wrote. That's probably the most disappointing extra area that you get for the gems. The upcoming ones are actually pretty cool. Yes, I'm still paranoid about the TNT boxes. Yeah, it's such a nice level. How'd I do? Alright, let's increase the pace a little bit, shall we? Hey, remember this suspicious part at the end of the Great Gate? There's more level over here. Quite a lot more level, actually. Which is really neat. And it's not even that hard to deal with, so this will probably go fine. Let us hope. I'm just glad that I don't have to deal with the city levels anymore. Because if there was a secret extension to one of those, I would flip. As you can see, there is actually a top section here to deal with. This one is a trap. Well, not trap, but trick. This one isn't. Real sneaky-like. And of course I have to backtrack for the arrow box as well. No skipping content here. Thankfully it's not that bad. If anything, it's just satisfying to go back to these hazards that are a lot more comprehensible compared to later stuff. The patterns are very simple. You're not... Okay, there you go. So, thinking about it, I can't really decide what my favorite level theme is. As much as I dislike the city levels, they are really neat and the music is good. The titular Sunset Vista is also real strong. The gate levels are fine. Boulder levels are fun. I guess the creek levels are my favorite. Which is good, because we're heading for one soon, if not right now. Upstream we go and see what we find. This tricky business. Well, that's only one thing. There is also an extension to the level at the end, just like before. Which is a fun concept, especially for these early levels. Later on it wouldn't make much sense and would feel incredibly mean. I am a bit split on the backtracking, in so much as the extra pieces of the levels are neat, and the way I'm doing things, being the most optimal you can do it, basically, is pretty fun. But playing it completely blind and trying to figure out where everything goes is kind of annoying. Especially since you can't really tell the exact color of a lot of the ghostly gem platforms. So, you know, just use a guide and it's fine. That's sort of like a qualifier for me when it comes to games, where games have issues, this is true. But sometimes the issues they have can be completely remedied by just looking things up with a guide and then it's all fine. It's still a flaw, but it's a flaw you can delete, which it's always good when you can get away with that. Would be better if games could be made without the feeling that you need a guide, but hey, not everyone's perfect. Well, except for Crash. Look at him. Now, the keen-eyed among you would have noticed that the bottomless pit here in Rolling Stones isn't actually bottomless. You can't jump down there, but you can take a ride. Neat! New assets and everything. And for my reward? Not many to go. So, remember all of those gem platforms we saw at the end of Native Fortress? Time to go places. Welcome to Bandicoot over Heaven. Don't ask how this works. He's just built different. Really fun idea for a little bonus section, though. Though I can't be bothered to deal with all of these. Easy enough. Back down we go. Kinda scary. But this is the end for Insanity Island, which is cool. Thought of the way there. Though I'll have to stress that there is a box up here that it's very easy to miss if you're too rushed, which I wouldn't recommend. That one. Can you feel it? 100% is inching closer. Alright, road to nowhere. Pain in the behind as always. But this side section is kind of fun. Not sure what this tells me about the lore to see these city ruins here in the mist. But hey, it's a neat half puzzle kind of thing.
What have I got?
Off we go. Of course, this is a level where the mask barely helps, so not much point in rushing. But I still need to get to the end of the level for the other gem platform. Pig. Oh, that one was out for blood. And now, ye old leap of faith. Well worth it. Two to go, I believe. At this point, he's just confused about all the success. Now then, what's next on the hit list? Alright, Boulder Dash. This is where the purple gem comes in handy. Just like before, the bottomless pit isn't actually bottomless, and leads to this really neat bonus area, actually. I have to wonder if this was a cut level concept that they just crammed in here because they had the assets. I mean, look at this stuff. So, only one gem to go, and this one is a little bit special because I'll have to show you the entire level. Cortex Power, or maze level, so to speak. Quite tricky, especially if you don't know what to do, because it's very easy to get lost and running backwards sucks, as it does in every one of these games.
What have I got?
I would recommend getting here with a mask, but I can't be bothered, so here we are. First thing to do is take a right here. And then we take another right further ahead. And preferably not lose masks. But what can you do? Except not suck.
What have I got?
This is actually a dead end, but beware, it's haunted. Yeah, sometimes you don't have enough polygons to go around and you have to make do. I'm not sure why they even need to spawn in like that. Wouldn't put it past Cortex to meddle with dark magic on the side, but still. So now we go back here after grabbing the checkpoint. And here's our trusty blue gem path.
What have I got?
If you come here with a full mask set, you actually want to skip that one. Because then you can't jump over here, you'll just explode. Calculated. Final tricky part is just up ahead. We need to backtrack for one more box here. Be really careful. Like, really careful. Mine. And now for the last test. The last test of the game, basically. It's the crate bridge again. See? Easy as pie. Time to count up the loot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. There it is. 100% completion. High time to save, I find. Now there's just one more thing to do. And it's to go all the way over here. And get our special ending. But wait, there's more. You didn't think I'd forget about Stormy Ascent, did you? For those unaware, this is the cut level from the game that was too hard. And you can access it yourself with this Game Shark code. Now, I've been nice to myself and activated 99 lives, because otherwise I am not getting through this mess. This level was cut for a reason, and I feel like Naughty Dog's legacy would be quite different if this level was included in Crash 1. Not only is it almost comically evil, but it's also super duper long. Also, I'm not going for the jam, because what's the point? And also because the bonus round isn't present even. So I'd rather avoid trying to glitch my game out. It's a lot of what Slippery Climb did, but just more and worse in every regard. And trying to save the mask is prudent, but good luck. I know exactly where I want to spend it, but I make no promises. That didn't feel right. Checkpoint does, though. I mean, look at this garbage. And these platforms, too. And more birds. Yeah. This is the level that would have pushed the game into pure masochism. And a lot of people already think of this as pure masochism. You know, it's a spectrum. Oh, damn it. For as much of a journey as this has been, it could be so much worse. I wonder if there are some Crash Bandicoot fan hacks out there, maybe for Insane Trilogy. You could do some very mean things in this engine. As proven by this damn level already. Thank you, Aku Aku. Let's see if I can bring you with me. Tricky. At least the birds are nice. We do like checkpoints. That is going to cost me the mask, though. Or that will. Oh well. That wasn't even the hard part. Hesitation is defeat. So is fumbling on the platform like that. If you can't tell, I've barely practiced this level, so what you see is what you get. And for as absolutely almost perfect as I've been this playthrough, I thought it'd be nice to just put in a level that basically represents a first playthrough experience. Especially when you completely mess up the timing of those platforms. Have I said that this level is hard yet? There. Now, this stuff. So the first few steps, they're basically nothing. It's the last one. That looks a bit weird. Okay. Nope. So, what's my actual plan here? Well, if you jump on the staircase with the correct timing, you will land on the next one, kind of, and you can slide past the spikes. That's about the best I got, otherwise burn a mask or try your damnedest to land on the lowest one, or maybe the second lowest. The time is very tight and annoying. Nope. Good news, I got past it. Bad news, there's more. I kind of forgot which step was the bad one. It's the absolute last one down there. What about this? No. Okay, now for the actually bad one. Well, that didn't work. Success! I have no idea how that works, but really, I don't care. Shit. It's a really mean 2 for 1 here. And this isn't even the bad part. This is. Okay. Son of a... Okay. Something. And no! As I was trying to say, no, the level isn't over yet. Cry about it. I will! No, my patience isn't running thin. What do you ask? My kingdom for a checkpoint. This isn't it. Ah. I don't even care anymore. Where is the damn checkpoint? Give it to me. I've earned it. Okay, thank you. I think this is the last bit, maybe? Also, fun fact, that's the same as the vulture noise in Spyro 1. I'm trying to be positive here, thinking of better times. Yeah, I can't even imagine what the reception would have been like if they kept this level. I mean, this is still 96, so... hard-ass final levels weren't exactly out of vogue. But the rest of the game is so pleasant in comparison. And no, I don't want to think about getting the clear gem here. Sure, I did that. Oh, I hate this section. The timing there isn't, like, evil, but it feels bad. What fresh hell is this? Oh, I can hear it. Salvation. Never again. Now, what were we doing? Right, enjoying our super special secret ending. So this is about how far I got last time, but now I have all of the gems. What's behind the secret curtain? It's Tana! For our non-canonical ending where we just fuck off on a bird. Who needs a final boss anyway? I'm sure the islands will be fine. Of course, the real treat is the little epilogue section we get here. Papu sold the ruins of Castle Cortex to a resort developer. He then used the proceeds to open a big and tall shop on the island. Good for him. After intense therapy and 8 years of higher education, Dr. Rue went on to write the well-received book Through the Eye of the Vortex, a study of rapid evolution and its consequences. Koala Kong moved to Hollywood and landed a motion picture deal of universal proportions. Ha. Currently he is working with a speech therapist to improve his diction. Pinstripe moved to Chicago, where he now owns and operates a citywide sanitation company. He is saving money for his upcoming gubernatorial campaign. Probably not the worst Chicago's ever had. After the disappearance of his mentor, Dr. Nitrous Brio rediscovered his first love, tending bar. The world has heard nothing more of Cortex since Crash foiled his plans, but evil geniuses are harder to squash than cockroaches. That was fun. Now then, time for us to say goodbye, so I'm going to refer to future me for the outro here. As well you should, because I know what I want to talk about before we depart. This has been a great time, in no small part thanks to all the new people who found themselves here. Welcome to my small corner of the internet, I hope it's to your liking. I have good news, bad news, and then more good news. Now comes the part where I retreat into my atelier and hammer out the greatest analysis video ever made about Crash Bandicoot. The reason why I haven't even got a script ready is because I've been working on an update video over on my other channel, where I talk video games instead of play them. You can find said update linked below, which gives you a good rundown on my creative process and where things are going from here. That leads us into the bad news. Now obviously you will find an excellent analysis video of Crash 1 over there in due time, so please subscribe there as well and stay excited for that. But Crash 2 will not be the next Let's Play or analysis video. I've been tempted of course, but I'd rather not churn through the series and play one of my favorite games at this moment. I know that sounds silly, but I have ambitions to fulfill, so we're sticking to the plan. What's the next part of the plan, you ask? Well, did you know that there is another red-headed hero out there who's also known for crashing into things and getting washed up on beaches? I felt the call of adventure for a long while, and now is the time to answer it. But if that somehow doesn't sound interesting, there is the last piece of good news for you Crash fiends. Following a time-sensitive quick play going up next week, in 2 weeks I intend to put out a Crash-related quick play. It might be a tad obscure, but I'm sure you'll appreciate it nonetheless. This was a fun game to revisit, and I hope you'll join me for the next adventure. Until then, farewell and thank you for watching.